the lawmakers folded their hands. I've been watching. And now, when it comes to a point where it is becoming glaring that the insecurity is becoming worse in the nation's capital, and now that is beginning to threaten their campaigns, their own personal safety, that is where they begin to raise their
about impeachment.
What do you think about? Don't you think?
For me,
the set of Nigerians
they are being self-serving. That's number one. The lawmakers don't represent anybody. They represent their own families and their interests. That's what they are. That is what is just playing out. They've been there, they've been seeing all these things, and they never raised. People have been talking, but the people they represent have been kidnapped.
But they've been talking. They have been talking too.
They never acted.
Maybe
they have the power to act. They have the power to act, but none of them acted. You know, so you have the power to act, to hold the government, to maybe okay, they go for oversight across all the military, the security forces. So if they have challenges, they know. If they don't have, they know.
They know.
So, but they failed to even talk to the government. This is what these guys need, or this is. But they did not. Now that it has finished with the common man, it's now about to consume them. They've now woken up. This is now the time that they feel this is because they cannot go about campaigning for their return tickets. They know they are the targets, so they are afraid. And of course, I am glad it is happening like this way so that we can wake up and then change the tide.
Okay, you listen, you hear what Taka has just said, Silas. You see, the lawmakers too, they are even claiming that they have given the military all they want in the budget and approved funds meant for them. And the Minister of Finance said
they still have the right.
The Minister of Finance said
and ask to see those things.
Sorry to call you. The Minister of Finance said
gave money to buy this.
She has released this money is meant for the military to them.
They use them for the purposes they were allocated.
So why are the lawmakers not probing the military funds so that heads will roll? That is a question I'm asking. Yeah. Have you ever seen them come up with any reasonable probe and take it to the letter?
Look, let's not pretend about it. We know what oversight functions, oversight work is. National Assembly. It is. They know how much is allocated. They know how much is inflated part of it. So don't know those things. That is where they make the biggest money. When it goes to the money allocated for projects. So they know what is there. They know what they approved. They know even the one they added to it. The issue of budget pardon didn't start today. We all know that. So, and if they have been compromised, they won't start the moral high ground to start, digging in to find out how the money where the money had been spent judicially to the last couple. So those things are there. We may all talking and go. They know what is obtained, and if they're not taking action, it's because they are compromised. So, but now, going to come to issue of security, once you are dead, you are dead, and they know that. So they are now screaming because they're feeling, unsafe themselves. But for a long time, Nigerians have felt unsafe. From Zamfara to Chikawa to all those far-flung areas. The corner of Bensu have been screaming his head off for the last 8 years. And there has not been any tangible thing to say.
Benue suffered these attacks since 2011, thereabout. In fact, before then.
So those things have been there. And then,
but it became obvious 2011.
And it felt that the National Assembly, who are members, who are the representatives, should have taken the government, the executive to task to do something tangible to stop them. But these things were not done. And then unfortunately, the security has become everywhere. It has spread everywhere now. They even themselves are no longer safe to go to their own domains. Just like us. Every day you travel now, you are praying that you go and come back.
See where this thing has taken us to. Most Nigerians are even afraid now. They say this alarm raised by the lawmakers and other politicians could be a ploy to stop the 2023 from holding. At least we have heard reports of the calls for interim government. And then what they feel is that the alarm raised by these politicians could be part of the agenda. Because by the time you use insecurity, you say we cannot do this because of insecurity, the next solution would be, okay, let's set up an interim government. That is to the extent to which Nigerians are beginning to suspect the whole thing.
People can think, when people don't trust their government, they can believe everything, every conspiracy theory that is out there in the public. I don't want to buy into that kind of kangaroo argument. I think the elections will hold. We heard. Um, Insecurity is a threat to it, but I know that even ahead of 2015 election,
Had a similar.
had a similar a lot of areas in the north could not be accessed, Naya Delta and Co. All those things. So
But they voted.
Jonathan did something wonderful then. Give it to him. That had a double. That was kind of a double-edged sword. First of all, he was able to clear the terrorists in the northeast, and could see that there was some peace there, and elections were held everywhere. Now, it didn't turn to political credit for him, because it was like, oh, you could do this work like this and allow them to be killing us, because we want to hold the election. We now tackle the bandits and the terrorists and stop them. Why didn't you do all these things all this while and allow that people to be dismitted all this while? So people voted against him for that level of annoyance, that if you could have done this thing earlier, why they didn't wait until the election and now start killing the terrorists? So allow them to be killed only because of election now is important. You now coming with your security solution. So I think that if the government is not stick naked, they can look at what the government did at the time to clear the country of these terrorists, to have elections.
Yes.
Security is a total election. Nobody cannot remove that one. But if the government is determined to have election in that time, they can do something about it.
Yes, you can't blame these Nigerians. For instance, now look at why they're saying this is because they wonder why this insecurity situation keeps festering, and the government with its military might says they cannot handle these terrorists. Okay, now it's not a conventional warfare where at the end of the day you go straight, face your enemy. Good. You're dealing with enemies who are hiding in the background, coming, attack, and go. But now Nigerians are wondering why the security forces were able to, with the help of intelligence, went to Kenya, fish out Nnamdi Kanu, and bring him down to Nigeria. They went to Benin Republic, fish out Igboho, bundled him and brought him back to Nigeria. But they cannot fish out these criminals where they're hiding in the forest. And some governors will tell you that, look, they know where they are. Somebody like El-Rufai and the rest. That goes a long way to begin to even show, to even begin to cast doubts about the war against terror in the country, Taka.
No, the whole thing is more political, because I don't think the Nigerian government has the political will to end this whole thing. If we had, I think it's not beyond our security forces to even go to wherever those guys may be hibernating to bring them out. But I don't think there's that will, that leadership that will say, this is what I want. Go get this thing done. What do you need to achieve this? I'll give you. Go and get it done. I think we don't have that. And when you fail, we don't have that.
Yes, because for instance, now look at it. Let me tell you, there's this documentary done by I think titled "The Bandits in Zamfara," done by BBC and Trust Television.
Yes.
And which is that documentary was an expository report on the activities of these criminals and how they go about their operations. And at the end of the day, instead of the government to come out to marvel at how the reporters in these media houses were able to go down, get those people to talk to them, no. The government is saying that they are going to punish these media houses, BBC, Trust Television, for doing that documentary.
The bandits are not unknown to the government. I think they know them. It's not that they don't know them. If you say that they live amongst us, they are Nigerians, they are from communities, so I think the government knows them. But the government is not ready for them yet, for reasons best known to them. Whoever, yes. But I'm sure if they need them, they'll get them. That's my take on that.
Well, that is the situation. And of course, we will continue to watch out. The country is not safe. Everybody is just staying in the wings. And the lawmakers too are becoming very, very worried and disturbed because insecurity is just right at their doorstep in the nation's capital. In Abuja, where they would have actually been taking refuge. The elections are here, they can't even travel to their homes to do campaign. And some of them say the worry here mostly, Silas, is that, see, uh, now with the new laws introduced, the Electoral Act, that allows everything to be electronic transmission of results and the rest. That means this election will be strict and there will be no form of rigging. That is even where the fear lies. It's not something you can stay in Abuja and say, okay, you've done an election. INEC will just put everything. It is there very clear that the elections will be tough because it becomes difficult to rig.
Okay.
That is why they are raising this alarm.
Yeah, that's it, and that's also good. But the area of people sitting in Abuja and writing out results and which are completed by INEC, that period is over. It's a sad history of Nigeria election, but like I want to monitor some centers where people were trying to register, and a lot of young men that told me that look, after they saw happen in the state, Osun State, they are now more confident that the elections is going to count, and that's why they want to register. I don't know whether they managed to register because a lot of people couldn't register again because of the deadline. I hope NI can revisit that issue. But if this it's important that vote counts and politicians need to do their legwork to win the people's confidence again.
Well, that is the much we can take for today's edition of the big issue. Thank you for keeping tab with us out there. And of course, I'll thank our in-house analysts for addressing the big issue the way it should be addressed. Join us same time tomorrow for another edition of this program. Have a wonderful
for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word. Thank you.